Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal, Peace Love Music, with another morning update brought to you live by DeOrganized and our partnership with Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. It's Monday morning, the 30th of September, last day of September. Lots of excitement going on in the Stacks ecosystem, lots of things developing and building, some really interesting stuff going on today. Also, I have a really special guest with us today. I'll bring her on shortly, making her second appearance on the show. Good morning. Say it back in the comments. We love hearing from our fans. The Bitcoin price this morning is just around 63,700 at the time of launch. Stacks is at $1.87, down a little bit. Had touched over $2 earlier or later towards the end of the week last week. It has dropped from number 33 back to number 35 in the overall market cap rankings on CoinMarketCap, and the Fear and Greed Index is actually up a little bit from 54 to 56. That's still neutral. That's a healthy place for us to be in the market right now. Again, all of this information is for educational, informational purposes, never financial advice. We are not financial advisors here, and always do your own research. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. The top three gainers on CoinMarketCap today are FTT, the FTX token, gross. ENA, that's Athena, and Tau is the BitSensor token. Those are the top three gainers in the last 24 hours. Also want to give a shout out to the organized show for this coming Tuesday space, the Twitter space. We actually are going to have Dan Trevino from Boom Wallet to come talk about us. Really excited about that project. So check us out on Wednesday. That's at noon Eastern. I'm going to jump into the Stacks calendar for the day. What am I got there? Oh, Masari Mainnet. That's running the next 3 days. That's an event running the next 3 days, and Stacks will be there. Munib will be talking. So check that out. Masari Mainnet is happening between today and Wednesday. That's the 2nd. So today's the 30th through Wednesday. Masari Mainnet and Stacks is represented there. We have our DeOrganized morning update Monday through Friday. That's at 8 o'clock or between 8 and 9 o'clock, where we let you know what's going on in the Stacks ecosystem and what's on the calendar for the day. We actually are starting a new event this week, 4 o'clock. We're going to actually host a spaces through DeOrganized. We're going to actually call it, we were calling it the week ahead, but I think we're going to call it Whatever Monday. And it's just an open space, 4 p.m., sponsored by Zero Authority DAO. And anyone wants to come up, let us know what they have going on for the week or talk about what's going on in Stacks. We're there, kind of loose format. Anyone that wants to come up and chat can, and we'll be on there for about an hour every Monday from 4 to 5. Also, 1 o'clock today, Landy's Crypto Corner. Check him out. Landy always provides some awesome space. And I think Stacksy is actually running at 10 a.m. this morning, a fine to earn space with Skullcoin. So check that out. That's at 10 a.m. I think on the Skullcoin account. So really cool stuff happening on a Monday. If you weren't aware, the Syndicate guys and Mike Jagdeo, Attract Funding, or at Attract Funding, or So You Wanna at Attract Funding on X, has been hosting an AI build-a-thon on Saturday. The next one is this coming Saturday, the 5th at 1 p.m. It's a space, and some really interesting developments over last week, where it seems like we're going to be building out some tools to work in conjunction with the Stacks Code Security and Audit Working Group, which we're developing right now. So really interesting how the community has been coming together to address these issues. The Stacks Code Security and Audit Working Group is combining with a number of other projects in the space, the Clarity Working Group, Clarity Alliance, Orange Hats, other builders that are building out tools to help us understand or research or respond to, and just create some better best practices and or some even security rankings, security and audit rankings for projects in the space at the community level, just so that our entire community can kind of be more engaged and more encouraging to ensure strong security and audit practices throughout the Stacks ecosystem. And that is a response to the Charisma exploit. And with the Charisma exploit, I know last week we talked on Rosar had announced a recovery plan that has actually evolved a little bit. I'm not sure of all the details. There's still a blue pill and a red pill option. One has you getting victims getting restored some value earlier in the process. Others get an option of waiting, but you're going to get 1.5 times the value restored if you wait. And then to do with a new Charisma token and I guess synthetic Rue, synthetic Welsh to make whole the victims that lost Rue and Welsh. So not sure if it's how it'll work or if it's really going to be satisfactory to the broader community, but at least they're working on something, trying to respond to the situation. And good on them. Really great stuff. Also did want to let everybody know the Leo NFT mint is finally here. We did like a bunch of communities in the space giveaway. I know a bunch of other people did too. Leo mint is actually live now, or just about live now, on Gamma. So you go to gamma.io, you find the Leo mint, and it's if you have a whitelist spot, you can mint right now. If not, you have to wait until the whitelists get through, and then mint your NFT. There's I think like 1,000 people got airdropped if you were one of the top holders of Leo coin. So really cool stuff there. We want to mention Zero Authority bounties. There are currently, I think, 5 active bounties with a total of 161 stacks you can earn. There are a bunch of bounties ongoing and always new ones popping in. You go to zeroauthority.xyz, you click on bounties, and you can scroll through, see which ones are active, which ones are not. Currently, Signal 21, Not Token, Stacks City, Gary Reiger's new gated project, and Jing.cash all have open bounties. So you can go participate, follow what they're looking for, provide them, submit a bounty for, or submit whatever you've created to satisfy their bounty, and you could earn some stacks. Really cool development from Zero Authority DAO. And also just want to mention real quick before we bring on our guest, it's Monday. Hit the week strong and get into your work. Make it a productive week heading into the Nakamoto hard fork. There's a lot going on, and I know a lot of people are stretched out and stretched thin. So, don't get too stressed about it. Just put the work in, be productive, and get done as much as you can get done. And there's always tomorrow. It's a long week. So happy Monday. And without further ado, one of the OGs in the stack space right now, everyone wants to talk to her, and she's been so gracious to come on and chat with me now her second time, doing some great stuff. She was out at 2049 token 2049 last week, so we missed her a lot, and glad to have her back. And good morning, Staxy. How are you today?
GM, always good, always representing. Nice to see you.
Nice, very nice. How do you keep getting all this awesome? How do you where can I get some? I need like some hats and some t-shirts to wear.
First of all, almost a year ago, I launched my own, it's called Welsh Corgi coin brand, Stacks merch. Like not only Stacks, like Stacks, Welsh, we have Invaders, Rue, Odin, like all kinds of collections there. So you can purchase some there. But this particular merch, I got a token while I was actually running the booth for Stacks, the official booth for Stacks. And that was the highlight of my trip, honestly. I felt like a child. I was like so excited. I had to build the booth, like put the things, like how it's called, the I don't know how it's called, like big banners on. I had to put like out all the merch and like sit there. Like it was like incredible.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that before, like the frontline marketing stuff?
Never.
I
No.
Many years ago in a different lifetime, I worked for a broadband cable TV and internet and telephone company locally, and I did
Mhm.
that for several years, like setting up demo computers so people could try the internet, and you have
But
all
did
the
you love the
material, the
brand
marketing
though?
material.
Did you love the brand you were representing?
I actually did. It was the cable company
Okay.
I grew up in. It's a larger company. Not a lot of people, like everyone knows Comcast and Time Warner in the United States. It's Cox Communications was the one I worked for, which was a larger company. I think they were the number 3 cable system. Um,
Mm,
I enjoyed working there. I worked for the company for about 9 years. Then
cool.
I became a
I
realtor and
really loved representing stacks and seeing all the stacks people that hold stacks and having conversations with people. And the weirdest thing was like I was literally sometimes recognized, and that was so weird. They're like, Staxy, hey, how are you doing? How's your stomach? Because I ended up in
you
the
had
hospital on the day.
that,
I had
that's
food
right.
poisoning like crazy, and it was just weird. Someone coming up to me that knows me. They're like, "Hey, Staxy, how are you doing?" I'm like, "This is weird," but I loved it, and I
That's
also
awesome.
loved collecting to all the founders, like all the Valor guys, Tycho, Philip from Stacking Down, Zest, and the Alex Lab guys, and super actually fun and kind people. Like we ended up going on some BTC boat party together, and I'm gonna have them on the space actually as well because I'm trying to tell them that they have to a little bit connect more to the community, especially after what happened. Like they haven't really been merged into our community, and they are actually, yeah, I've heard other sides because they've never really told us the side about a lot of
That's a
things,
great
and I
point.
like,
They do. There's definitely some communications opportunities for a number of projects in the space, but Alex could definitely use some more touching of the community. They're very kind of
so
isolated.
I'll be inviting them on a space for sure, like from Xling, Lisa Lab, and Alex Lab. Like there's three, and they're actually really, really kind people. And I just told them like, come on, guys, like I want you to get your voice out and explain and tell from your side because like we've kind of built our own opinion, but like you haven't really come out and spoken to us. So I think that will be really cool to hear. And they also helped us with the hack. Remember, like with the charisma hack,
Right.
they
They
came
right. They
forward and
provided a lot
provided
of.
some tools for us to track the wallets that have been stealing the funds and stuff. And so it's cool. I want them to be more involved for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And it sounds like so. It sounds like 2049 was an awesome opportunity for you. Token 2049 was a
And I
just a
was just like a child, like being surrounded by like-minded people, seeing how many they are, how many builders, like there were 15,000 people, like 15,000 people. Like I just saw the future of finance. Like we are the people that no one listens to in the real world, but we are building the future of finance. And I get goosebumps when saying that, seeing all these people speaking about these projects changing the world, especially being on that also on that BTC house party, I believe it was called. It was on a boat, and there was all the ordinals guys, the guys from Xverse, like some really really OG ordinals guys that like minted the first ever ordinals. Like it was incredible to connect to all of them and just speak about Bitcoin. And we had our insider jokes, like, oh my God, these ETH testnet people, like, I don't know, like we just had our insider jokes that you can't joke like with normal people. So it was very refreshing, like very, like I had so much fun. I might even share some more photos later, but yeah.
that sounds like it
And
was a great
funny thing, I
experience and it's
wasn't.
super.
Hmm?
It sounds like it was a
What is
great
that?
experience and an awesome opportunity for you.
Yeah, but it was always funny because I'm speaking like about all the projects, stacks, Bitcoin, ordinals, stuff, and then at the end I'm like thinking, wow, we're really connecting. It's really cool. And at the end they're like, hey, can I take you out for dinner tomorrow? And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, man, how did we merge this into like something else right now? Like, I was like, I
Well,
just
it could
really
have been
enjoy
a
the conversation.
it could have been a business dinner.
Yeah, nah, not really. But I
No.
must say, all these rumors of being really hit on, like I didn't really feel it that much. Like it was very respectful and very, very polite.
Well, that's good to hear. I know it can be. That's a typically generally a female problem. Like nobody's hitting on me when I go to a public event. So, like if somebody wants to take me out to dinner, it's definitely probably a business dinner, or they're trying to get a dinner out of me, maybe, kind of thing. But I can absolutely see some people. I could see some people wanting to take you out to dinner to have conversations with you about some kind of collaborative opportunities as well.
Yeah, I've had a lot, especially during the Stacks booth day. Like a lot of people from big projects in Stacks that are building crazy stuff. People that work for Trust Machines and stuff. Like they came forward speaking to me like, "Hey, we really like your content. Like, let's figure something out." I'm like, "Oh my god, I have so much to do, but I will try my best. Let's connect." And
yeah, that's my biggest problem in the space right now, is that there's just too much. There's too much to cover, and I only have 2 eyes. It's like I can't. It's almost impossible to really cover everything going on right now. What's that? Say that again.
I'm saying we're still missing stuff all the time, even though we're there all the time. We still miss everything.
Right. And I guess you just can't. It's a good problem to have, right? It's better than not having anything to talk about, and it's just a kind of it's another example of just how much is being driven in this space, how awesome everything is being built and coming up. There's just so many projects that are hitting it, and we haven't even gotten the fast blocks yet, so we are extremely early, but we're not as early as we were a year ago or 2 years ago. It's starting to become more mainstream. 15,000 people come into Singapore to chat about crypto, and it's a main issue in the US election right now. It's literally, it's a topical issue, where that wasn't the case 4 years ago. It was talked about, but not as much as it is now. So the space is maturing. There's a lot of great stuff happening, but we are early, So,
do you want a secret? I just had my first Stacks anniversary. So I'm not that OG. Yeah, so like a year ago, somewhere in this time, I bought my first Stacks bag.
Well,
but I haven't been on Stacksy yet, because I haven't been on Twitter when I bought it first. So I only became Stacksy in December. So
that's well, congratulations. I'm probably about a year and a half or so from when I bought my first Stacks myself.
Do you remember the price? Mine was something like 0.66, I believe.
I think it was 33 cents. My first Stacks I bought. I wish I bought more. Like I didn't ape in. I was just getting to know it. I was like, oh wow, and then it kept going up and kept going up. And I spent a lot of Stacks early because it was cheap. And then all of a sudden it was like, wait a minute, like last year, like, or I'm not this year earlier, like last spring, when it was around $3 and change, I'm like, wow, this is all those times I was spending Stacks and it was under $1. And now it's, which kind of speaks to the general conundrum of hard money. When it's super hard like that and it holds value and increases in value, it's hard to spend.
You don't want to spend it. Like I'm literally on my account I have this much, and like my crypto, I'm like, I get paid in crypto, and I'm just like, I'm not touching my Stacks, and then sometimes I have to because I have to eat, but it hurts me every time.
Yeah, it's really like I put off buying things because I don't want to spend my even when I have cash, I'd rather put it into crypto than like I'm sharing a car with my wife right now because my truck's just it's old. It's like a 2004 Suburban, and it's just old now. It's rotting out, and it's 2008 I think Suburban. So it's like 16 years old and keeps dying on me, and it's got rust spots, and I'm not sure if I can get it inspected. So I should be buying a new car, and I could buy whatever car I wanted. Technically,
the Bull Run. Wait.
Yeah, I gotta wait. I can't buy anything right now. I'm not spending like that cash. Even forget about spending Bitcoin or spending stacks. I don't want to spend my cash on stuff. I'd rather buy more Bitcoin and more stacks, right?
Yeah.
Or some more Welsh, maybe.
Let's speak about Welsh.
Yeah, what's going on with Welsh?
The funny part, in Singapore, I've met a few real life Welshies, and Dave is not gonna let me lie. Like, I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, you're a Welshie. And then we were like talking, and like I was so excited. And those Welshies weren't even on Twitter. So there are so many people that are not even following all of that. They're just holding the bags, you know. And he's like, oh, I don't really know the price. I bought last December, and I just know the narrative is really strong, so I don't even check. And I'm like, this is the way, like, because there's people online constantly stressing, and then there's people that don't even look and they just know where it's going, you know. So
right.
Yeah, there has been a lot of new changes recently in Welsh. Welsh woke up. We're getting in a lot of we were trending on CoinGecko for 2 days. Number one again.
Awesome.
First
Crazy.
time. Yeah, out of all the crypto in the world. Just a second. Out of all the crypto in the world, it wasn't like Solana trending. It was Welsh trending.
No, and it's on CoinGecko, right?
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's a serious platform with tons of like.
Yeah, so we did get a lot of new posts from big accounts, from accounts that are tracking meme coins and prices and stuff. Like we got a lot of new posts. We got a lot of new followers. I think around 600 or 500 within a few days. We got a lot of new whales. There were some whale buys around like $21K, $17K. So we're getting new whales. I hope they're gonna be diamond hands and they're gonna be good whales, not bad whales. But I'm excited. That's what we deserve. I mean, we didn't let it die. We will never let it die. I love how decentralized it is. I mean, people from different areas are constantly trying to, you know, improve things and kind of plan things, how to make Welsh get more exposure. We have IB now taking over the main handle and creating like original content, because we were lacking in original content from the main account.
Oh,
so
cool! Yeah.
So we're doing spaces as well now. So yeah, I think we're in the right way. Everyone's feeling the Welsh magic, like from December, January, Feb again a little bit. So let's see.
Very cool. Yeah, Welsh is inevitable. You know, the first dog coin on the first dog meme coin on Bitcoin,
and first by market cap on stacks. So yeah.
Well, I'm not trying. I know this is a touchy subject for the Welshies, but Wrap Nothing was the first meme coin on stacks.
Yeah, but there was like a little bit of a change of contracts and something. So, and it was like kind of dead, and then they kind of But
it's I think it's fun. It was fun when
really fun. They emerged from I don't even remember the whole story, but yeah.
I don't know the exact story, but I just happened to come along at the right time, so I was there when they launched it. You know, when they dropped it to people, and you had to participate in the wrap or unwrap and wrap, and then
I was there. I never did it. It was too complicated.
I did it just because I like to learn how to do things, but you know, I haven't really.
Remind me. I forgot, so maybe you can tell me how, and then I will unwrap and wrap around again.
I don't know if you. I don't even know if you still can. I know some guys over there. I'll talk to them and see what we can do. So you still have your Wrapped Nothing.
Yes, and I still have my Bitcoin token 2049 nails.
Very nice, very nice. This is kind of Halloween themed with the orange.
Yeah, I mean the color is a little bit fucked up, but it's still orange, so you know, it's more Pizza Ninja orange now.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
I was at their party, by the way, too. I met Trevor. I took a pic with him, and it was cool.
Awesome. So you went to the Pizza Ninjas party. That must have been a rowdy party.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of orange, a lot of balloons and ordinals people. But I don't own any Pizza Ninja, so I'm just like.
I don't either. When I came along, it was too much. I I can't put that much into it, but I wish I did because
And I'm
it's a
still
lot.
suffering from my Clonex from artifacts on Ethereum. So I don't want to speak about it. It hurts.
Man, I have some ETH, and I'm not sure whether I need to hold it or trade it for something else. I really don't know.
These are stupid NFTs, so it's almost non-existent now.
I'm not a big NFT guy. I'm more so recently, more so with stacks and ordinals than I ever was before. Just because it's more functional now, right? It's more functional on.
Yeah.
Well, it's also cheaper to. That's the biggest problem with Ethereum is it's like $20-$30 transaction fees. Who's paying a $20 to $30 transaction fee for a $20 NFT?
Yeah.
So speaking of NFTs, you just worked out an airdrop for your holders.
Yes. So
Galactic
for the
Goddess.
people who don't know, I have a very limited Staxi collection, which is one of 3, and I have only 28 holders. So that allows me to do some pretty dope stuff because you can collaborate better with 28 holders rather than thousands, right? So
Right.
I just got them Bitcoin Pepper NFT. Then I got them 100K of Tramp airdropped.
Oh, nice. Each?
Yes, each.
Very cool.
And I got them whitelist spots for the Leo cat mint today as well. So yeah. And I'm not planning to stop here. I mean, my second collection's coming out soon. So yeah.
I'm excited about that. I know you've been talking to me about it for a little while now. It's just you're just waiting for the right time to drop it. Right? Pretty much ready to go.
I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I feel like I'll feel it when it's time, you know? I'm still kind of thinking, like, should I keep it this exclusive? Or should I maybe make more? Yeah, I have a few questions in my head that I'm still trying to
figure out how you want to set it up. You're gonna do quantity or.
And then I have a third one, which is gonna be the most limited one, and it will have Welsh and me in it, and it's gonna be the best one. So I'm trying to think of maybe a way, because not all of them gonna have a Welsh. So maybe I'll try thinking of something how I can. Everyone who mints the one with the Welsh, they will have some perks and stuff, even more than the regular one. So I still have to brainstorm a little bit.
Yeah, well, there's so many cool, fun things. That's what I love about the space. You know, it gives you a lot of creative options, like a lot of opportunity to just kind of to come up with fun, different ways to do things, right?
Yeah.
So you have 2 coming. Is the third one already designed, or you're still kind of?
They were all made shot, as in, I don't know, maybe most of the people don't know, but my collections, they're not like digitally made, so they're a combination of photographs of me, and then there's a layer of digital art on top. So I don't know if you've seen my first collection.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So and they also get more spicier down the road somehow.
A little spicier.
So they're all ready. It's just the concepts I'm still thinking of, with who to partner, like what should be the perks, like, you know, just brainstorming.
Very cool. I'm excited to see what you come up with on both of those now. I didn't realize there was 3. I didn't realize there was a third one coming. I knew the second one was in the works. But very excited to see what's going on with that. Are you're also hosting something for Skullcoin today this morning?
Yes. So actually I have been co-hosting the first ever Find to Earn space with them. And it was I think Zenitra. I just saw him.
Just said hello.
Yeah, so it was really fun.
Good morning,
explored for the first time and played together, and it was super fun. And I really like him, and we are really good friends at this point. And I love what they're building. It's incredible what they're building. So this is basically onboarding, and a little bit for new people to start like a little bit getting acquainted with the concept of find to earn when they actually launch their project and their games on chain, so that people have already a little bit of a touch towards how things kind of happen, you know. So now we've actually decided to have spaces every Monday, because we used to just have them randomly here and there, and now we've decided to have find to earn spaces every Monday, with Skullcoin and Zenitron and me co-hosting. And today is going to be one of those spaces. So guys, it's super simple. You just need either your phone or your laptop and Google Maps, and we will be searching for some locations, and you can win Skull and Leo coins today.
Wow, very cool, very cool.
Have you ever played with us?
I have. So I actually did some. I was the first tester on the actual like web-based game.
Oh, so you did one on chain.
On chain, right? I was one of the first testers for Zenitron, playing with the game online, and for me, that's a lot easier than trying to compete with all these younger guys who are much faster. Like I'm too slow. I cannot find the thing. So I've played it a bunch of times, and it's super fun. It's super fun, but I can't find it first.
But I feel like here everyone has like the same chance, because it's always a different type of strategy. It's either you see something on the photo, like maybe there's a blue house or maybe there's a lake, so you have different strategies. So it's never really the same. So everyone has the same chance. So,
right. There's always different winners. There's a lot of participants. It's super fun. I always still do it. You know, I still do it. I just can't win because I can't find it.
I have not won, not even once either, because I'm always also speaking. So I find it, right, and while I'm trying to copy it and paste it and like put it in the comments, I already am late, you know, because I speak. But it's okay. I'm kind of used doing the giveaways now and not winning prizes rather than giving. So it's like my thing, I guess, now.
Right. Well, plus it might not be great optics if you were hosting and also won.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So
I get the chance to.
Right. Plus, I'm sure Zenitron will take care of you on the other end anyway.
100%. I'm sure.
I love the game. I'm super excited to see when it launches in Fast Blocks. I think he was actually supposed to come on Thursday, or that we were talking about having him on Thursday last week to possibly do a podcast version of it to see how that works, like with the live stream. I think he might be trying to do it this Thursday because he forgot he had the Velar space on this past Thursday. So he was talking with Velar. But if we do line it up for Thursday, maybe you can come help us. So I don't know if you're busy. But I know you're a busy lady.
Yeah,
but I haven't even confirmed with him yet.
Tell me now, because I always keep forgetting that we're live. Like, do we have people like watching this right now?
No.
Tell me how many.
We're a little over 100 right now, live watchers.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm serious. Guys, say hi to Staxy. Comment if you're watching. Tell Staxy good morning.
I'm like so happy that I can never see this, because if I would see this, I don't know. I don't know. It's just yeah.
It's
well, anyway, I'm sure it's big Stacks people, and I'm sure it's all my friends. So I'm saying good morning to you guys. A lot of fun happening this week. And by the way, I don't know, maybe some haven't noticed, but I think it's not going to be the 864 block anymore. 864.
That's right. It's probably going to be.
Yeah, so there might be a small delay. And people are saying hi back. Oh my God, is this how it works? Oh,
yeah, this is how it works. If you ask people, these guys just saying hi, and they are our friends. Zenitron, Crypt, Gigapepe.
We all started GPSC. I remember he was the first one. I minted his NFTs. It was, I think, the first NFTs I minted on Stacks was his. And then I asked him a lot of questions about my collection because I had no idea. I have done art before, but never on chain. So he really was talking me through it and like giving me a lot of guidance. And now we have grown so far. Like he's working with all of these projects.
Everybody, he's such a good dude.
We have evolved so much just within like what?
So much, so fast. And I know Crypt is actually going to start his own. He has his project called Utility. that's going to be kind of similar. He's going to start hosting some spaces and doing some content that way. Giga Pepe is actually, at least for the near term, coming on every Tuesday morning and saying good morning with us too.
Awesome.
I
love that. Like, we're very similar. Like, I really like a lot of colors as well, and like a lot of different things. So when I saw his Giga Pepes, I was just like, wow. So yeah,
they're still minting at discount, by the way. You can still mint them for only 3 stacks. I think after Nakamoto goes live, it ends up being 4.2 stacks. So you can actually get a little bit of a discount right now on the Giga Pepe V2 if you go to Gamma and mint those. And I love the dude. We met together in the Node Rocks community, and I started hanging out in his Discord, and I loved the way he was running his Discord and all the stuff he was doing that was just fun stuff for his community. And I love seeing how much he's grown. Same thing with you. I love how much you've grown and where you're seem to be headed. Very exciting what's going on in the stack space right now. Good morning, Kevin.
More honestly, like it was such a pleasure. I don't even know if they know how much I really like had fun enjoying this. Like when you really love like the project and you just do it and then you connect. Oh, I just really loved it. It was my best day, honestly.
It's the people in the space too, right? I mean, there's just so many great people in this space.
It was incredible. I met Dave. I met Kaiko, Philip. I saw Munib. I saw Ria from Trust Machines, Kyle. Like it was so the Velar guys, all of them. Like it was really cool, you know. It was we know each other.
Cool. It becomes kind of like an extended family, really, you know, at least around the Stacks ecosystem. You know, really, for me, this all started coming together more through the D grants process and Hero Gamer, and that's really, I mean, there's no one more encouraging in the space than Hero. You know, he kind of keeps everyone. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. He's just everywhere all the time. He's always kind of putting people together and helping kind of encourage people to foster their strengths. But
we actually needed someone like Hero over there because we had so many people approaching the booth and asking us how they can start working with stacks or how they can start building on stacks, how they can become a signer. And we were like, okay, we have Stacks Labs, we have Bitcoin Startup Labs, but we are not really prepared to give those answers, right? So there were a lot of people curious and wanting to build, and
very soon. And we hadn't even really had it. It's evolving very rapidly, but the Stacks Link project that Good Kitty's building out, that's really kind of probably going to also take over the D grants piece as well. But Stacks Link is, I think there's like 23 of us now, counselors that are overseeing certain aspects of just providing a support network for builders and new users onboarding into Stacks. Either you're looking to build or you're looking to
know where to send them next time.
Right. Stacks Link is going to be the place to send those people moving forward. Go to Stacks Link, reach out to, DM or reach out to us and, you need help with communications. I can help you with that. You need help with branding. Oh, we got Nieta working on that. You need some, you need some guidance on accounting and, audit on that, like accounting audit stuff. Oh, we have Electra Frost on that. So there's all sorts of tools being developed, and now also we're developing this code security and audit working group that's going to try to
guys really wow.
Right, there's a lot of organization.
Everything happens to us bad, right? Every time like something happens and people create something to make it safer. I love it.
Right, it's actually in the long run. So Mike Jagdeo, we all know you know Mike from So You Wanna Blockface. And here's Hamish. Good morning, Hamish. Yeah, Hero is great, man. Hero Gamer is the man. I can't believe we got a Squid Fin saying hello.
Back.
And
That's so
Only
cool.
One, the homie. What's up, Only One?
He's my holder. He's one of my Galactic Goddess holders.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's always in the spaces, cropping up, popping up, has some interesting things to say when he joins.
Man, I wish we could have like a conference where everyone would come. It would be like wow, like it would be incredible. Just incredible. Like imagine when we do our spaces and all these PFPs that we love and we have connections with and we're friends with, and we would like be in real life somewhere. Like I can't imagine. It would be so cool.
I can't wait. So my long-term goal, and I'm a ways away from this. My long-term goal is to locate and purchase a campground where I can host music festivals, right? But that would also be a great place to host a Stacks festival. We can have everyone come and meet up and do it. It would be in the US, probably, yeah. Why you're not allowed?
Man, the visas for your country are like you have to get an appointment, which is like a year ago and like away, and then it's just for a single woman with a freelance job without ties to her country. Like it's just they're just not gonna give it to me. They're just gonna think I want to stay there and marry and whatever. It's very hard. I mean, you never think about those things because you're very privileged with your passport, but we people, if you don't have children, you don't have stuff, and I'm like always moving. I lived in 10 countries, so, and I don't have a like one job or something, so they're always very confused. They always like
well, we can always do it in Dubai, right? It's easy to get. It's not hard to.
But when Welsh reaches 0.5, we have a party planned in Dubai already. We already had the guest list since February, so that was the plan actually.
Well, then we'll have to do that too, right? It's not hard to get into Dubai, right?
No, it's really not hard. It's the easiest place to be, and the documents, they even want you to stay here. You just can get a residency like this. You can open a company like this. You don't pay tax. It's super safe. No one's locking the apartments here, like, at all. Like, it's just so safe, and I just love it. Leo Mint is live. Oh my God.
Leo Mint is live.
I have my computer today. I have to figure out how to mint it from my phone. But
that's
you already told me it's inside, right?
I think you figure it out, but I have a couple of extras, so I'm going to mint all mine as long as I don't miss it. As long as I don't miss it while we're live. But
I think, I mean, there's going to be like wars now. There's going to be TXs not going through. It happened even to my collection. Like half of the TXs didn't go through. So it was crazy.
It's gonna be madness. There's definitely a lot of demand for these tokens.
Yeah, I'm not curious.
I love how
see which ones we're gonna get. Like is it gonna be a like with the logo, or is it like I don't know? I'm just curious. It's always so fun.
I love how Rubes did he gave everyone 10 whitelist mints to give away. He gave all the communities, which was just a great idea because number one, it gives everyone something to promote with, right? At no cost. And it's free promotion for Leo and free promotion for everybody else too. So I thought that was a great, it hadn't given away the whitelist mints to everyone to give away was just a great way to do it. And I thought we got some traction out of it. We got some followers, and we were able to give some away. But I will definitely, I have at least one for you as long as I get to my mints. If you can't work yours out,
I'll try my best to mint it myself. But thank you so much. If I don't manage, then I'll.
Yeah, if you don't get one, we'll figure one out for you.
Thank you.
Not a problem. But yeah, I can't. That's another thing. Just live today. So much stuff going on. We got Skullcoin. We got Hermeticify, who you had on Friday. We got Tremp, who you had on. Oh my
God! Yeah, I didn't say that. USDH went live on Stacks. We have
USDH. I forgot to put that in the show this morning. Right.
What?
I forgot to say that on the show. I forgot to add that to the show this morning. You can't keep up with everything. It's impossible. And that's a huge development. A native dollar stablecoin, Bitcoin backed dollar stablecoin on Stacks is huge.
Incredible. I had a space with them literally a few days ago, where he was explaining all of this, and I got my first USDH. I'm like so excited. And Omi, you didn't hear. It's not gonna be 864 block anymore. So they said they will
likely gonna
that there will be a slight. They said a slight, so let's believe it's gonna be a slight.
right.
Slight block number.
I'm expecting it'll probably be a couple days past the 9th.
Yeah. I mean, they can't.
But
at this
don't think
point,
it's
it would be really, for us already, like, you know, if it's
yeah,
more
you know
than
what though, they're just
not slight anymore.
They're
We've
just
been
making
waiting
us. They're just making us hard. You know, they're making us more resilient.
Yeah. They're testing our patience.
Yeah,
like,
we don't worry about.
You're so like degens. You're so used to this. You gotta learn how to wait for things again.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just teaching us to be a little bit patient and just kind of go with the flow, control the things we can control. Right? We can't control that there was a little bit of bugs in the Nakamoto testnet hard fork, and that was kind of to be expected anyway. I don't think there was anything major. It's just that it took a little bit longer for them to launch it. It was supposed to launch earlier in the week last week, and it didn't go until Friday. And then when it did go, they found some bugs. So there was just some stuff they have to work out. It could actually still be 846 or block 864. It could still be that, but likely not. Likely is going to be a little bit delayed.
But now we can be excited for the new number because they're going to pick something really cool again.
Right. Well, it might not be. It might be hard for them
on their arms, you know. Imagine people already like.
Oh, somebody got a tattoo.
Yeah, imagine.
People started making merch for 864. Yeah. Well,
and
that's
it could be cool because we could make merch 864, then like we could cross it over and then have the new one. So it's kind of a cool.
You know what you didn't tell me earlier? You mentioned that you have all this merch partly from your merch store. What's the website for your merch store?
So the merch brand is called Welsh Corgi Coin Brand, but I think the website is Welsh Coin. I'm not sure now because it's two different.
You'll have to come on again and you'll have to.
And the website is another, but Welsh Corgi Brand, I think .com is the site.
I think
maybe I'll make a post today.
Yeah, make a post, or
actually maybe I'll add some Leo NFTs now and some merch or some how are they called, mugs, and I don't have time, but I will try to add some new cool stuff. But this one I didn't get from my merch store. This one I got from the Stacks booth that I was running.
That's what I need. I need to get some merch from Staxy's store. I need to get some merch from Staxy's store so I can represent on my
invaders. There's some invader caps and invader mugs and shirts as well, and stickers.
That's my. I love a lot of projects in the space for sure, but the Rue Coin guys and the Invader stuff that they did is one of my all-time faves. I love what they're doing. Jack and Ian are super innovative, and I love the way that they did their Fear launch. You know, it's another community like Welsh. It's another community-run project. So that's probably the first one I'll get is probably an Invaders merch from your store. But I gotta start picking up some merch. It's just
you have to spend your cash that you don't want to spend, you know. So
well,
it can be wisely spent. You can put it into places, you know.
Yeah, I can write it off for the DeOrganized project though. I'll just have DeOrganized buy it, and then
I can make you a DeOrganized shirt that you can just for you. I can put it in the collection so you can purchase it if you want.
Oh my God, we have to do that.
Put anything. I can put DeOrganized, and I can put at the back. I can put your handle or whatever you want. You know, I do custom made as well for people. So with Stacks, with their Twitter handles, with their addresses, with the BNS names, with all kinds of their NFTs, PFPs. So yeah.
Yeah, we will definitely. I'm glad you actually. I'm making a note for myself right now because I'm glad you. I need merch.
Do it, and I can launch it even without the margin, so you can just purchase it for your project, just for the production cost. Anyway, I don't make money from that store. I have more expenses than I have. Profit,
well, we need to get more people coming and buying the merch. On you guys hear that? Staxy needs you to go buy some merch from her store so she can make it profitable.
It's okay, I do it for fun. Like I do most of the stuff, anyways.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Me too. Right? We're here because we love what we're doing. Right?
Yeah.
That's really a lot of it. It's a fun place to be. You know, for me, I believe in the project. I believe in the ethos of Bitcoin and expanding that into the Stacks ecosystem. But
I believe in all of that. As the growth of each of us, everyone's growing.
Personally. Yeah, but you know what though? You also got to get everything's got to end up being sustainable, right? You can't. It's got to. There's got to be a value cycle, right? It can't just be extracted. What's that? What's it say?
I used to be an eco-activist, very, very radical one, and I have a tattoo that says "There's no planet B."
That's right.
I designed it myself, and
very cool. Well, there is, although Elon is working on populating Mars eventually, which some people suggest is actually a repopulation. Somehow there might have been something going on Mars a long time ago, but that's not for this show.
That's a different type of topic.
It's a different show.
Yeah. I want to speak about how fucked our planet is. I know all of it. I was a sustainability consultant. It ruined my life, all this knowledge. So I'm trying to kind of forget it because with all this knowledge, otherwise you cannot enjoy life anymore.
Well,
like food, the water is poisoned, the air is bad, like everything's burning, destroyed, and
well, and there's right. They make up things for us to be focused on that aren't really going to help, and but also avoids
they
actually.
Can not us personally. I'm sorry, it's not us as individuals that can change anything. So we can just worry about it, but actually, it's the big companies that can change, and they don't need to because we still keep buying their products. So
right, and when they're a lot of it's just schemes and opportunities for them more so than actually doing the right thing, unfortunately.
Very people do the right, like companies do the right thing actually.
But I will say this, it actually you can't what's up, Diggs? You can't expect the world to change if we aren't willing to change ourselves too. You know, it does. We do. Right. You know, we have to demand healthier food. We have to demand products that are designed and built sustainably. And then, but also we have to, when we're building businesses or building projects, those projects have to be sustainable too.
But here the thing is, because I worked for a fintech that was a sustainable green fintech, but investors, they don't want to invest in something that if it's not profitable. And unfortunately, the right thing to do most of the time is not profitable. So people still open companies, even whatever, still thinking about profit first.
Right. Well, right. There's a lack of ethics in the profit model. Right. It's not, if it's unethical, but I can get away with it and still maintain my profit margin, then I'm going to do it because my goal is profit if I'm a for-profit business. So it is a little bit challenging, especially when you're looking at it from an open source way, from an open source perspective. You can't, if you're open source, you have to kind of let people do what they're going to do. So how do you incentivize ethical behavior in that kind of a paradigm?
Because people are not even educated about those issues, so no one even knows how bad it is. They just live their lives drinking Coca-Cola and consuming food without even knowing that it's harmful. And Yeah, and I think that's the issue, because if more people would know these type of things, then there would have been a change. But still, the majority of people, they don't even really care what they're consuming. So
Well,
I don't know. I have a really, really, really weird way of eating and consuming things. I'm like really crazy. I like start my day with celery juice, heavy metal detox smoothie. I have like 15 different drops that I take from kind of herbs that no one heard about. I'm a bit like.
no, well, it's so mine's not quite as probably in depth as yours, but I'm type 2 diabetic. So and I have a bunch of kids and I want to live long enough to be a granddad and see my grandkids and be involved in their lives. So I eat very limited carbs. I try to eat high protein. I eat a lot of vegetables. But even then it's very hard. It's very hard to find food that's not contradictory to my health needs. You know, if I'm out somewhere, unless I'm making my own food, or which I do a lot, like trying to order food out, I can almost never eat what's available in a restaurant. Like I can order a salad, but then they're always like, even the salads, they're full of like sugar
and bad.
yeah, a bunch of bad stuff. You know, I'm actually running up against. I have a.
Like I'm gonna send you the link, and it will change your life too.
Thank you. I actually say? Like. So Squidfin just asked. He said, "What's a lot of kids?" People that don't know, I have 7 children. My wife and I between I have 5 adult children.
Really, indeed, a lot of kids.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm down to 2 in the house, and it's kind of like we have no kids because I'm so used to having so many more. 2 is like nothing. That's like, you know, but it's I mean, my oldest is 28. I was not quite 19 when my oldest was born, and I'm only just 20 years older than my second oldest. So I had 2 by the time I was 20 years old. So I've been a dad for a long time.
That's all with the same wife, yeah?
No. So I have two of mine are stepkids. So I had 4. In my early 30s, my ex and I in my early 30s, my ex and I broke up. I had the 4 stayed with me. I met my wife. I was single for the first time in my adult life in my early 30s.
With 4 kids.
With 4 kids in my house, and my sister and her dog and my mom were living with me at the time. And I created a Match.com account, and it turned out I was very successful at dating in that medium. But I met my wife under the pretenses that we were both, she was just going through a divorce. She had 2 kids, and she was just going through a divorce. And it was not supposed to be serious because neither one of us was looking for anything serious. We were just, you know, both getting out of relationships and having major life changes. And we were totally cool with that. She was like an hour away. So it was like, this is perfect. We can't really get together all the time. And then it was like every day we just were finding a way to get together and hang out and be together. And you know, then we actually have a child in common. So all of our kids have a common sibling. And, you know, my stepdaughter actually lives with my oldest daughter. She moved out of here and moved in with my daughter and her now husband. So yeah, just a really interesting experience. I could go on and on. I wish I didn't.
You're like a pro dad. You're like a dad OG.
I am an OG. I am absolutely an OG dad. I have done it for a long time, and I won't ever tell anybody what they should do. But I'll always provide some advice or some guidance as to how I might handle a situation.
Pretty cool dad. I mean, you're in crypto, running spaces and podcasts. Like, I wish my dad would be that cool.
Yeah, I play music. I don't know. I haven't done that on live yet because I'm shy about it. But I mean, you see the guitars around. I'm a musician. I'm a realtor. My oldest is 28. She owns a house. You know, it helps when your dad's a realtor, right? I'm a good dad. I'll be the first one to admit it. I have to wrap this up, and I wish I didn't. I have an appointment in a little while that I have to get to in real life, which I wish I didn't. Because I could talk to you all day, Staxy. What? Anything else we didn't talk about that we were supposed to?
No, but like I actually just had an idea because people started messaging. I didn't even know that was possible. I was thinking maybe they have a question or something. But what time is it? Do you have to run? How many?
It's like it's almost 9 o'clock, so I have to. We have to. It's 2 minutes of.
How many
so I
do we
don't.
have?
Right now, a little over 150.
Oh my god.
150
it's so
people
weird.
watching.
I'm so used to being on stage, but then I see my audience, right? But this is so strange because you're like just speaking and you have no idea who's watching. You don't know anything. Like
it's definitely a very different experience than live performance. It's a live performance, but it's just a little bit different. Omi says we both rock.
Dream of mine perform for our community one day on our event somewhere.
Yeah.
Aww, thank you, Omi, for you have a great week as well. We all will have a great week, I'm sure. It's going to be a massive packed of events week for us.
Lots going on. So in an hour, we got you're going to be with Skullcoin.
Yes, we're going to have fun to earn games, guys, where you can just literally have fun playing on your phone and earning some Skull and Leo. So let's go. I have to charge my phone. And I'll see everyone there. Please go ahead, do your real life adventures. And
yeah, I got a list. I gotta go meet a photographer to get photos of a listing coming on the market. And I didn't realize I scheduled that before I knew you were coming on to talk to me this morning. So I didn't think I was gonna have the hour left.
1 hour is okay. We gotta keep it, like
right.
Inflationary.
Yeah, that's right. We don't want to give them too much of our time all up front because then they won't come back next time, right? We got to save some for next time. Thank you so much, Staxy. I really appreciate you coming on and saying good morning with us today. I love what you're working on. I love all the stuff you're doing. And you all have a blessed day.
Guys, you all Stacks fam, let's go. Let's start this week strong.
Keep the yes. Start the week strong. Get to work. We got a lot of work to do, and it's good work. So get to it.
Hey, we have to mint the Leo. We have to mint the Leo cat now. Don't forget to.
We have to mint. You're right. I gotta go. I gotta mint Leo. And
we gotta go. We gotta go.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Staxy. I'll talk to you guys soon. Y'all have a blessed